Today's video is something that occurred well over a week ago now, maybe even more than that, but I've not done it yet. Doctor Who is a topic that I cover on this channel, normally do it on Sunday, but I didn't have a video for today, so I took the article that I saved and I'm doing it now. And this is quite something to hear. I never thought we would hear it from someone associated directly with Doctor Who ever. But it's now been said, and we're going to get into that. Hello, and welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters, not by myself. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, switch on the notification bells so that you know I am releasing another video. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed already. I really cannot run this channel without you. Please do keep it friendly in the chat. So, Mark Gatiss has said, who has written for Doctor Who and starred in it in the past, has said some pretty sound things that a lot of people have been saying for quite a while now. This article comes from IGN, and naturally, of course, I have linked it below should you wish for your eyes to read it for yourself, so to speak. As Doctor Who's future remains in the balance, writer and actor Mark Gatiss says it may be time for the show to rest. So this particular article, I've taken just a snippet from, okay, so just bearing in mind that there was some explanation before this. Amid all that, Doctor Who writer and actor Mark Gatiss has been asked for his view on what might be the next step for the Veteran series. In response, Gatiss referenced the era where Doctor Who was previously off air for a considerable period between 1989 and 2005. Obviously, we've got the movie as well in between that. And suggested it might be time for the franchise to take another break. A friend and frequent collaborator of previous Doctor Who showrunner Stephen Moffat, Gatiss has written 9 episodes of the series since its 2005 reboot and acted in 5 episodes. It's been back for 20 years, which is an awfully long time, Gatiss told Prospect magazine, almost as long as its original run. That's pretty spectacular, so maybe it's time for another rest. I really don't know, he continued. I only know that I still love the show with all my heart. And I think that last little bit is very important because I still do as well. So, over the last couple of years, we've had it where RTD keeps changing his story and telling us all these different things that contradicts one another. And before anyone says that I don't have any evidence of that, go and check out a good chunk of my videos. I cover things like this all the time with Doctor Who because I am a huge fan of the show, even though I'm told on a regular basis that I am not. Then we've got Stephen Moffat, who I've also covered in the past on this channel, saying that Doctor Who will be fine. And then we've got Mark Gatiss, who has said that we've got on the screen. Why is it that someone who is on the lowest rung of the ladder in the terms of writing for the show, so to speak, and I don't mean that in a cruel way, just to be clear, is the one that's telling it as it is? Now, RTD is obviously tied to the show. So I guess he really couldn't say whether it was a yes or whether it was a no in that respect. So I kind of let him off for that. And then we've got Stephen Moffat, who's also bosom buddies with RTD. So why on earth would he contradict anything that RTD is saying? He would just back it up. What I think should happen with the show is that it should be rested for a while whilst they regroup, review, and restructure, bring it back afresh with no ideological, political messaging, and just some really good storytelling. And then if that doesn't work, get rid of it, cancel it altogether. That's what I think should happen. So I just so happen to agree with Mark and this sentiment. And I will say that I think it has taken Mark a lot of guts to stand up and say this as someone with association with the show, because the majority of people won't do that. I know Peter Davison has said a lot of things that people don't like, but you know, a lot of it gets brushed off and things like that. The people that will back them up will just reel out a pack of lies. or backup RTD because they are told to do so. Maybe they need to hear it from someone who has ties to the show, or maybe they need to hear it more from people who have ties to the show, not just Peter Davison and Mark Gatiss, but other people, because they are just ignoring the fans. But if someone is tied to it, they're more likely to listen. I don't know, though. I can't really answer that. We still have the war between the land and the sea to air, and at this present moment in time of recording, we'd have no confirmation yet as to the air date. Maybe the BBC are going to watch what's going on there and perhaps go from there, or use that as a plug to any new potential streaming services that come along to take on the show. But I think that is quite a mess to inherit, and I know I've addressed the Disney rumours as well several weeks ago. But everything that is happening with Doctor Who at this present moment in time suggests that this show may very well benefit from being rested and bringing it back, and then possibly cancellation if it doesn't work. And that's not fear mongering from me. That is me being realistic. I know it's not nice to have something that you love being cancelled or put to rest, but sometimes there's nothing wrong with admitting defeat. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. Chat about it, don't shout about it, and I will see you Sunday at 4 p.m. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.